All right, everyone. Hello. Welcome. Welcome back. I'm coming with what might be a hot take right now, but this is for me. I don't miss musical theater. We're in week, I think, 10 of quarantine. Um, this is what I moved to New York 10 years ago to do. And it's interesting that it's just like suddenly occurring to me like, I don't miss it. And I'm not trying to say anything about the state of musical theater, making any grand statements about that. That is what it is. Some people love it, some people have problems. It's whatever to me. It's kind of a gig for me at this point, and maybe that's where my mind is right now. Um, and just thinking about it's just an opportunity for employment to a certain extent for me right now, and it's not like I don't exactly just miss being in the theater and watching a beautiful production in front of me. I don't miss just musical theater. I don't miss it. And that came as a bit of a shock, but like it's something that I think has kind of been brewing for a few months. Like, I don't know if people out here vision board, but like I have my version of a vision board in my room. It's basically just lots of stuff on my wall. I'm looking at it right now. Lots of stuff on my wall that either for motivation or inspiration, this is what I want. This is in the direction or words that are pushing me in the direction of like things that I want and things that I want to achieve, all that fun stuff. And for the longest time, there was a picture of some guys from a show that I say is currently running on Broadway. Nothing's currently running on Broadway, but a show that was running on Broadway up until the pandemic, and like this is months ago at this point. I mean, I had it on my wall for like a long time, and I would look at it and I would see it, and I thought it was like pushing me to like work harder and all that stuff, but I'm realizing I don't need that. If I want something, I'm going to work for it. I don't. It was almost as if every time I looked at that picture, it wasn't motivating me to work harder or to make efforts to get that particular show or that particular job or be in that person's particular role. Um, every time I looked at that picture, it was more or less, this is what you don't have. That's where my mind was going. And like I said, this is something I look at all the time. And a few months ago, was like, what happens if you take the picture down? What happens if you take it down? And once I took it down, there was nothing on the wall that was specifically musical theater, that was specifically Broadway. Um, and it felt like a relief. It felt like I could think about who I am and who and what I want to do and what I can do artistically in a much wider scope, and not just you moved here for musical theater, you're going to do musical theater until you're on Broadway and then you can branch out, which is what I had locked myself into up here and didn't quite realize it. It was, it's been 10 years, so it's not like that was something that happened overnight. It was probably a gradual thing. And then, like, in the midst of this quarantine, I'm starting to I want to be creative in these other ways, but now it's like I have to be creative in these other ways, or mentally I'm not going to be right. So, yeah, that's where I am right now. It doesn't mean I will never do musical theater again. Doesn't mean I've you know, we'll never see another show, it means that right now, in this moment, I'm okay exploring other things and other passions and other um, avenues for what I do right now. So that's where I am. Yeah. Just wanted to check in with everyone, see how you're doing. Yeah, let me know how you're handling the pandemic. Do you miss musical theater or whatever your musical theater or whatever it is that you have been like 100% um, laser focused on? If it has been affected by the pandemic and maybe you can't do it in the same way that you were before, is it something that is a relief for you in a certain way? I don't know. You let me know how you're doing down below. Yeah, once again, this is James letting you know this is where I am. Trust the process. This is the process for me right now. And yeah, just want to share. And yeah, make sure you're subscribed. Give me the likes if you liked the video. If you didn't, you can hit the thumbs down button. I won't be mad for too long. Have a good day, everyone.